Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. All right, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Sagittarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. There's a Two of Wands. Creative choice, perhaps? A question of leadership? Maybe. Let's put this into some context, all right? We've got... This is very interesting here. Very interesting. See, we see... Oh, yeah, there's the Emperor. We see what looks to be challenges, right? We see this 10 of Swords. We see the 9 and the 10 of Swords. And this to me is this is really important. This is what I think we're getting out of. I think we're in a bit of a painful place right now. Okay. And already I'm feeling some very intense energy with this 9 of Swords. But let's choose our mystery card before we get into that. We're just going to select one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And we're not going to look at this card. We're going to set it down. We'll put our alien friend right on top. And hopefully that will tie everything together at the end, give us the confirmation that we need. Okay. So let's look at what we have here. We've got the only major arcana is this Emperor. This is where we're headed. This is that's the finish line we're trying to get to, right? This is the destination. That's the outcome we want. Now to get there, we have some more fire energy. We have a little bit of water. We have this air. And then we've got this good earth energy. Yeah. I think we're in a painful place right now. I think there's some difficulty in your life. I feel this, we're going to start with the 9 of Swords because I want to get it out of the way. I want to be done with it. I'm sure you do too. This is some kind of pain or regret or maybe some guilt over a situation that wasn't really our fault, right? But we feel the full weight of this situation. It could be a bad breakup. It could be some difficulty in our personal life. It could be some professional stuff too, maybe. Wherever it's taking place. I don't know necessarily that you feel responsible, but you feel hurt by it. You feel the pain of it. Yeah. So it could be, something that kind of happened to us, something that we took part in. I don't want to dwell here. I don't want you to dwell here. Okay. This is a situation that if you let it, it's going to keep poisoning you. Right? This card here is like we know that the food is poisoned, but we keep eating it. We know that this situation is very traumatic, very painful, but we keep thinking about it. We keep reliving it. We keep perhaps staying in it. Usually it's the 3 of Swords that is talking about the reliving of past trauma and then kind of re-traumatizing ourselves, with it. But we're not in that situation anymore with the 3. We're remembering it and reliving it. But with the 9, I feel like we're still in there. And so we're staying. It's not that we just keep thinking about it. We're literally still at the table eating that poison. Okay. Thankfully, we have the 9, but we also have this 10. We're getting out of this situation. This is the big deal here. We're getting out of this. I think as our destination is this Emperor energy, we are standing up for ourselves. We are taking charge. We are taking command of the ship. And we're getting the heck out of danger. Whatever this Nine of Swords, whatever your particular Nine of Swords situation is, I'll put a number in the description box of the video, at least for the U.S. audience, because that's where I'm based. With a phone number or a website or a text that you could send if you need assistance, if you need to reach out to a support system. There are resources out there. Wherever you are, whatever is going on, reach out to your support system, to the authorities, whatever you need to do to keep yourself safe. Come here. Come on. Jump. Come on. She wants me to pick her up. This is my support animal here. I think she knew that this was going to be a heavy reading to begin, so she thought she would come and say hi. Anyway, so whatever resources are available where you live, please reach out, okay? But this is a good reading. This is an empowering reading, because look at that. We're getting to that Emperor. And the first thing we got to do is we have to get out of this situation that is not conducive to our strength, our happiness, our health, our stability, our love. Look at all of these good energies. We have an 8 of Pentacles. We have a 4 of Pentacles. We have a 9 of Wands. We have a 2 of Cups. We've got this is all of the beauty around us. Love, support, stability, the growth, right? This is us. This is what we want. We've got to get out of here. We got to get out of the 9. We got to break this habit, break this tradition, break this cycle, right? Let's get the heck out of here. We don't want this anymore. We want to get out of that. I'm just going to put the 10 right there on top of that 9. Now we have power. Now we have choice. This is the Emperor influence already coming into our life here. Look at this. Now the reading looks good. Right now this looks nice. We have love behind us, pure love. The 2 of Cups behind us. Love is really the motion of the ocean, right? It's really the flow of the universe is love. People supporting each other, being kind to each other, showing gratitude, kindness, love, and affection to each other. It doesn't have to be romantic. Come on. We can love everyone and everything. Ourselves, our pets, our plants, our people. You know, it's about this kind of union. It's about this really, truly bonding with people and caring about something. Caring about them, caring about their life, about their well-being. There are people that care about you, and there are people that you care about. Because love is love is behind everything, right? This love's over here. Everything else is over here. Love is behind everything else. Love is behind our choice. Love is what is motivating us. Love for ourselves, love for our families and our pets, plants, all that stuff. This is the motivation for us to choose. We're choosing love, which means we have to choose action. We have to have we have to wake up. We have to invoke the Emperor so that we can make the decisions, so that we can be our own leader, that we can choose love, that we can choose happiness, stability, growth, strength. Underneath it all, you're a very strong person. Here's that 9 of Wands. You're a very spiritual person. You might not consider yourself a spiritual person, but you're very strong-willed, right? You have you've got a good foundation, you know. This is the kind of strength that can really endure anything. And that's a good thing, right? But in this situation, we don't want to just have to endure something like this. Whatever it is in your life that's kind of holding you back. It doesn't have to be that bad of a situation. It could just be a job that you really don't want that's restricting you. It could be a particular relationship or a friendship. It could be a habit that you have. It could be an indulgence that you have, We don't have to just be strong and endure it. It's not a testament to your character if you can endure this trauma or pain longer than anyone else, I thought of something from, I don't know if it was from a show or a movie where they, two people put their hands together with another person. Someone drops, like a lit cigarette or something. Whoever flinches first is the weaker person or whatever. That's nonsense, right? That's self-harm, and that's nonsense. Your strength is not determined by how much pain you can withstand, right? That's not the measure of our character. But let's get out of this. Let's get out of what's down below, right? Now our other cat's in here now too. You got both of them today. What we have up here is growth. This is our capacity for growth. This is us really knowing how and where we want to build our life. This is what we really want to become. And we know that it takes time. This is a card that says, patience is required. And of course, yes, the ability to commit and to withstand the difficulty is part of growth. It's how we're able to grow, by sticking with something even when it's difficult. But we have to choose, right? Two of Wands. We have to choose what we are sticking with, what we are going to endure, and why. I don't know what that cat's doing, but I don't know if you can hear that. Our other cat, Pudgy, he's digging in the storage shelves that we have back there. Anyway, we're choosing what we want to focus our energies on. What are we trying to grow? What are we trying to become? What kind of life do we want? Right? The Eight of Pentacles is very good. It's very steady growth, but it's slow. We're not rushing into anything. We want just a steady, easy life. We want an abundant life. We want to live our best life, but we know it's going to take time to get there. It's going to be a process. Right? It'll be slow, but we'll get there. Now, what's in the immediate future? This is above everything on the path of the dove here. See, this is our aspiration, is to just have this steady, peaceful, growth, abundant life. But in the immediate future, what we really need to do, well, pretty much right now and tomorrow, is focus on the foundation. Focus on getting to a safe, stable, and secure place, especially if you're in any kind of danger. Please reach out. Make sure that you and your loved ones are safe. It's top priority, okay? Because what we're focusing on now is this stability, is kind of getting to a good home base, right? This is, establishing a headquarters from which we can now focus on expansion and growth. Maybe this is a business thing for you. Maybe you're in a kind of career or business or financial situation. You're losing money. Maybe that's what this poison is that we keep enduring. Maybe that's a situation where you just keep losing money, right? A bad investment or something. Well, we need to get out of there. We need to just at least stop the leak, right? Four of Pentacles, that's stopping the leak. That is the immediate concern. This is the immediate goal. The long-term goal is to have, the 4 turn into an 8, turn into a 10, ultimately. But the immediate goal is to just shore everything up, stop the leak, get things stable. Let's regroup, right? And then we can see how to progress from there. And that's exactly what we do here with the Queen of Pentacles. Now that we've reached this headquarters, we've shored up the leaks, we've stopped the We've stopped the energy leakage, however it's manifesting. And we've gotten out of this. Now we're here in this Queen of Pentacles position. Now the Queen of Pentacles, this is the timing. You're at a kind of a crossroads now. Now the Queen of Pentacles is kind of sitting on this 4, right? That's the throne, kind of sitting on this stable place. And it's time now to reflect on the past, but also reflect on the future, right? It's not time for action, really. It's time for reflection, kind of at that crossroads now where we're in the safe place. We're in our castle. We're sitting on our throne. Let's figure out what we want to do. In order to see, you can see there's a little winding road in this card. In order to see the future and understand what it's going to take to get to our future, we have to look at the past. We have to see the winding road that we had already traversed to get here, right? To get to that 4 of Pentacles. That's how we'll understand the road forward. So this is a time for reflection. This is the crossroads where we're understanding the situation. We're understanding where we are. We're understanding where we've been so we can understand where we're going. It's that's what it's time for now, okay? Now, the next card is more earth energy, but this is an Ace of Pentacles. This is in the position of what we don't want. This is starting over. This is maybe having to start the business from square one again. This is kind of having to hit the reset button and build our whole life all over again. We don't want that. We want to salvage what we can and go from here. We don't want to have to just completely scrap it. We want at least to keep the foundation, right? You can keep the infrastructure and then we can grow on top of it. We don't want to have to really tear it all down and start from fresh soil, right? But this card is here for a reason, because maybe we need to. We might. This card is saying, be open to the possibility that it might turn out to be square one again. Okay, we don't want it to be. We're going to do what we can to salvage what's left. But be ready for this possibility. Don't be surprised if this is the case, because it could be. Okay. But the card that's coming next, whether this turns out to be accurate energy or not, the card that's next is this Emperor. This is someone now who is, on top of the world, right? This is the final outcome. This is the projected outcome of all of it. You're the ruler of your life. This is your empire now, right? So if this is a business thing or a career thing, you have conquered the world. You're on top of it all. So yes, maybe you had to start over and rebuild. So be it. It's worth it, because you are here. You have the insight to know when to act, what decisions to make. We've got these 2s back here. You know when to not act, right? You know how to appreciate all of the opinions and suggestions of others. You know how to understand all of this air energy, how to make it work for you rather than this, because we're not getting rid of these cards. These cards are still on the table. They're down here. They're not really so noticeable anymore. But don't think for a second that these are gone, because as soon as we forget about these, they're going to come back to haunt that Emperor. So the Emperor knows how to turn this experience into an advantage, into an asset. Right? This isn't something that's weighing you down. This is something that's going to give you the edge. Right? I like that. That's how we need to look at it. Well, let's look at the mystery card now. I want to see what Simon says. Thank you, Alien, for your assistance here. Maybe something like a 6 of Pentacles, though I think we have enough earth energy. I want to see some water energy. That's what I want. I want like a 6 of cups, because that'll show that, look, not only are we kind of rebuilding our life, whether it's a business or relationships or family or whatever it is, not only are we doing that, but we are achieving something even greater than what we had before. We have this sense of purpose and meaning and connection. We're really a vehicle for love now. I want to see some water, and I want to see a 6 of cups. That's what I want. Let's see. See what it is. Oh, yes. Well, it's not a 6, but it's an ace. So we're becoming the source of love and bliss and connection and kindness, right? We are now, like, we're so connected, I think, with this part of ourselves that we are a wellspring of that loving spiritual energy. So we're acting as a source of it for others, for our lives, for our pets, plants, our people. It is this is true happiness, right? We thought love was behind everything. Well, the Ace of Cups is even behind that, right? This is that spiritual source. This is God, Goddess, Deity. This is absolute love. This is the universe as nothing but love. And then this love, then it goes from being unified as an ace, it splits into a 2, and then it becomes the rest of the 10,000 things, But it begins as this singularity, this single source of love. This is all of the energy in the universe. This is just the absolute. And I like this as the confirmation card, because this is showing a deeper happiness. This is showing a deeper connection, a connection with the universe, with the universal energy, with universal love, God, Goddess, Deity, whatever you want to call it. And then this connection is going to spread to the rest of our lives. This is that healing water that flows everywhere, infinite. This is real happiness. Real happiness. This is the source. This is the beginning of all happiness, all love. Yeah. I like this. One other thing I want to do today is, my wife got me these, they're just little affirmation cards. The Language of Flowers, I think it's called, or something like that. I'll have to ask her. My wife does tea leaf readings. Her channel is Ula Tea Leaf Readings. That's ULA. You can find her page on my channel page. There's a link there to hers. But anyway, she got me these cards, and I'll have to ask her again who the artist is, or who the author is. But I like they just have just very, very positive messages, with great images. So we'll just maybe select one as a final parting mantra for the day. Okay. That seems right. The Moth Orchid. It says communication. Listen and speak with greater care. Moth Orchid. That's a beautiful card. And a beautiful message. We had so much of this fire and earth energy that the only air we had was this overcoming this painful, poisonous situation. This card's reminding us that the air energy, our communication, the way we interact and relate to people, the words we use, right, the way that we communicate, needs to be done with greater care, right? Listen and speak with greater care. So it's that 2 of Cups, that love exchange, but now in the realm of community. How are we communicating that love exchange? So we have to be kind with our words. Let's not let this air energy spoil that communication, So I really like this card as a kind of a correction to this, This doesn't have to be the way we experience others, and that doesn't have to be our only encounter with the air energy, because again, that's the only swords, only air energy we have, are these. So this card reminds us that we have to take greater care in listening and speaking. I like that a lot. Anyway, we're going to do an extended reading, Sagittarius. If you want to stick around for that, click on the link in the corner. That'll give you access to all of the extended readings, not just for Sagittarius, but for every sign. I encourage you to cross-watch, check your other placements. As I said, I will put a link in the description and a phone number and everything for, at least for the U.S., for a hotline, for people if you need that kind of assistance or someone to reach out to. Okay. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.